Hey, all right, it's John and Parker. Say howdy, Parker.
Howdy, Parker.
There you go. And I want to talk to you about websites and ugly websites. And I'm headed to Connecticut in a couple of days, and gonna be teaching on the coming church in one session, and in the other session, I'm going to be teaching on marketing and design, and specifically for churches and ministries. But this is, honestly, it's across the board here. Any industry, this is reality. Don't have an ugly website. And I was doing a little research for my presentation, and I can't even begin to tell you the ugly sites that I saw. Just crazy. And it just doesn't have to be that way. For example, with churches, I don't know what the exact percentage is. I have heard that it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 80% plus of people, before they visit a church, they're going to critique the church online. And so if the website isn't compelling, then they're not going to show up. And so it's actually better to have no website than to have an ugly website, in my opinion. And so I just wanted to, throw that out there. Nowadays, it's so inexpensive to have a really sharp design. My business, I'm doing it for, almost nothing. I'm pretty much beating everybody in price, I think. And everything I do is custom design. And so if you want to connect with me, that'd be great. Or if you want to find someone else, that's great too. But the bottom line is, no ugly websites. Websites, and websites are not to be billboards, just presenting some information and leaving them static. They need to be active. The rule is, now this is a rule that I don't even keep this rule, but this will give you kind of an idea of what it takes. In order to have a vibrant, active website that's hitting well in the search engines and people can find easily, you have to update. This is the rule. Again, nobody keeps it except the big dogs. You have to update at least 12 times a day. 12 times a day. So you're up. Now let me say this. I'll say this. I do kind of hit that when you take into account Twitter and all of the interconnected networks. So using Twitter, using Facebook. My Twitter feed is on my website. Updating my blog. Doing all of the different things. I'm probably, some days I'm well over 12 times a day. But you think of a site like CNN, where they're updating, significant content many times a day. And of course, they're going to rank high in the search engines. And so, have a beautiful website. It's so easy to do this today. I see church websites or business websites that are just bad, just really bad. And, marketing has to be a top priority. Whether you're a business or a church, you've got to get the message out. You've got to get for a church, you've got to get the word out that there actually is a message, or otherwise people aren't even going to listen to the message because they won't know what's there. So you need to promote, you need to get the message out there, you need to get in front of people. It's very, very important. And if you want people to actually listen, it's got to be good. It's got to be sharp. And again, it's not expensive. Several $100s and you're there. And always hire a professional. Don't let a volunteer do it. By all means, do not let a volunteer do it. 2 reasons. Number 1 reason, they're probably going to do a bad job. Number 2 reason, if they're in the church and you don't like what they've done, it's awkward. And you risk offending them, and you risk, if you don't like the site, then you're going to have someone else do it, and who knows, they may leave the church, or certainly at best, it's awkward. So it's always best, in my opinion, to hire someone from the outside and hire a professional. You wouldn't hire a volunteer lawyer or a volunteer doctor or a volunteer, fill in the blank, a volunteer plumber. You're gonna hire a pro. And so certainly with web design and artistic stuff like that, get the pros to do that for you. And it's not expensive. Go to burtonsites.com. That's my site. Or go to johnburtondesign.com. One of them was my website site, and the other one's my print and graphic design site. So check it out, and I would love to get you a site that you can absolutely love. I have so many thrilled clients, and so yeah. But I just thought I'd take a moment and let you know that you don't have to have an ugly website. And Parker made a comment about my hat. He loves my hat. See my hat?
It's horrible.
What?
Mom doesn't like it.
Mom doesn't like it either? And you don't like my hat? I love my hat. Oh well. This isn't a podcast about no more ugly hats. No more ugly websites. Bye.